Good Wednesday afternoon here along the coast of the Andaman Sea in Pangar, Thailand. Beautiful sunny day here. Now, it's a bit smoggy in Bangkok, but from today you can drink yourself into oblivion even during the afternoon. Let's check some headlines. From the Bangkok Post, afternoon alcohol ban lifted, effective immediately. Cheers from the South China Morning Post, Thailand gives green light to afternoon alcohol sales. VN Express from Vietnam published Southeast Asia's second largest economy lifts decades-old ban on afternoon alcohol sales. Not exactly sure why they couldn't just say Thailand. And this one from thetravel.com, Americans rejoice after Thailand already reconsiders its alcohol ban before the holidays. What, only Americans? And just north of Thailand, the Laotian Times says Thailand's afternoon alcohol sales ban lifted ahead of New Year celebrations. But coming back home, Nation Thailand reporting new alcohol sale hours take effect nationwide. So that long-standing, quirky alcohol sales ban between 2 and 5 in the afternoon now lifted, although I'm very sure we'll get some comments, people saying, I went down to my 7-Eleven and I couldn't get a drink. Let's go to Bangkok Post for the story. Registered outlets can now sell alcoholic beverages during the previously banned period of 2 to 5 p.m, with a 1-hour extension of time for customers in licensed premises at night to finish their drinks. And the new regulation took effect today after it was published in the Royal Gazette yesterday, signed off by the Public Health Minister. He said the recent changes are appropriate for this situation. And the regulation extends the previously permitted hours, 11 till 2 and then 5 till midnight, removing the 3-hour afternoon ban, but customers on licensed premises are now allowed until 1 a.m. to finish their drinks. And the announcement allows a trial period of 180 days. Alcohol control committees in Bangkok and other provinces are required to assess the impact of the change for further consideration. No doubt meet down the bar for a few beers and give further consideration. And exceptions allowing sales outside the permitted times are made for international airports. And as a bit of background, Thailand's banned most retail outlets and supermarkets from selling alcohol between 2 and 5 since 1972. That rule originated as a decree by a coup regime. And then it adds this perspective. One reason given over the years was to prevent students buying alcohol after they finish school classes for the day. And as I've said in the past, you can ask 100 different people about reasons for this ban back in 1972, and you'll get 100 different reasons. The one about the school kids, just one of them. And then some indication this story's been written by foreigners. While Thailand is known for its tourism and nightlife, its alcohol laws are influenced by Buddhist teachings that see drinking as a moral issue. But according to the WHO, Thailand has some of the highest alcohol consumption rates in Asia. So much for those pesky moral issues. And then really without any context, it just adds this little stat. In 2021, Thailand was ranked 16th among nearly 200 countries for road traffic deaths per capita. That's according to WHO. And from 1919 to 2023, nearly 33,000 people died in drunk driving incidents in Thailand. Then, as we've mentioned in the past, not often mentioned in the media, are those statistics heavily skewed towards young males on motorbikes between the age of 18 and 24. And just digging out a little bit more information from those other articles, this from the South China Morning Post, they say that in the past there was concerns that government employees would sneak out to drink, but it's a different time now. Just another of the many reasons cited for the original law. And then the good people at thetravel.com, assuming they're from America given the headline, they cited this particular YouTube channel as some expertise on the matter. Let's see, called TNT. Might check them out sometime. And then checking the article at the Laotian Times, it finishes with this paragraph. With the new rules, alcohol sales in Thailand will now be continuous from 11 a.m. to midnight, ending a restriction that's been in place for more than 50 years. And that article from AFP. And it looks like most of the other articles that have been written on the matter today came from that AFP article, basically just rewrites. So probably some good news for some of you, and there will be, as I mentioned earlier, plenty of people saying, I went into my 7-Eleven tonight, they didn't know anything about it. Well, it'll take a day or so for the news to filter through, but maybe no more need for those blinds in the 7-Eleven drink fridges. Hopefully that's useful information to some of you. Not sure why it's taken 53 years to change that particular rule. And apart from the two cited from those articles, can you tell us any other reasons you've heard over all the years? It must be the most frequently asked question when I'm showing customers around. It's their first time to Thailand. And why can't I drink alcohol between 2 and 5 in the afternoon? Well, I sort of really need a flyer I can just hand out to them, but I don't have to do that anymore. So over to you. Please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, buy me a coffee as well. And we'll see you next time.